What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. How's everybody doing today? Get situated. We're gonna get started. Today I wanted to talk to y'all about the Miami Dolphins PFF rankings that came out. Now, before we get started, I gotta go ahead and give the qualifier before we begin. It's kind of funny to me. Oh, somebody said the mic is low. How is it now? It should be good now. My bad. My bad. So, welcome to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Today, we're going to be going over the PFF rankings for Miami Dolphins by position. Okay. Yeah, we know no one made the top 50 list, and everybody, oh, X got snubbed. But when you look at the top 50 list, maybe you should ask yourself, who should he have replaced? I'll just leave it at that. All right. But we're going to talk about the PFF rankings by position because I think that's a lot more important. Now, I understand, but it's PFF TD. It's funny to me that a lot of people say, oh, well, I'm not going off of PFF unless it fits the narrative that they're trying to find. All right. I think PFF does a great job. I think whenever it comes to a blend of statistics and actual analysts looking at every single play, what I like about PFF and Pro Football Reference as well, both of those, is that they actually do the hard work. They actually say this was supposed to be an out route, but the quarterback threw it as a go route. So we're going to evaluate that. They're not going to say, hey, the receiver messed up on the out route and it tipped off of his hands. When they review the film, they review the plays, they know what they should have been really. And they're doing the evaluation. They know what alignment is supposed to have in a specific situation. So they're evaluating all of that. They're giving you the accurate information of what should have been. And a lot of people rag on it, but I want to go through it because I actually I can't say that I disagree with a lot of the lists, but there's some things that's controversial that we will talk about. Make sure y'all hit that like button, guys. Punch that like button. Let your friends and family members know about the channel as well. Check out all the other channels. That's TD Sports Network. We're going to get rolling this week on that. Make sure we provide content on every channel. But yes, let's go through it. Let's talk about it. Somebody says, is this the real TD? I hope so. Let's go through it. Let's talk about it. And let's break down all the PFF rankings by position. All right. Now, I have my tablet here, so I'm going to be looking down sometimes and doing some reading. And the best article that I found on the matter, because there were a whole bunch of mixed articles, I want to give a shout out to Barry Jackson with the Miami Herald because he basically summarized the whole report from PFF, and I'm going to be reading off of his, all right? So, again, credit to Barry Jackson. Shout out to him for writing this up the way that it's easy to actually go through, okay? Now, starting off the rip, okay? Popular website Pro Football Focus has been identifying the top 32 players at every position this offseason. Now, remember, this is the top 32 players at every position. So, therefore, we're not going to be mentioning every player, okay? Because every player on our roster, at least for right now, is not considered a top 32 player. Hopefully, when the season is over, every player on our roster is considered top 32, which would be insane. No team has ever a player in the top 32 in every position that I know of, but you never know. Actually they do. It's just that not ranked very well. But not the whole team. All right. Because you do have backups and things of that nature. Shout out to Jersey Dolphin with the donation. He said, you piss me off, but you also humor me, TD. Stay strong. Good luck in your goals. Appreciate you, man. Hey, man, I don't try to make people mad, but hey, I'm just trying to be true. I'm just trying to be honest. I'm just trying to give you content that isn't biased, even though if it's not what you want to hear, a lot of people tend to call it bias. So, hey, can't make everybody happy, but I appreciate your support, bro. All right, so here were several Dolphin players who were ranked, okay? Number one, PFF ranks Will Fuller as the NFL's 25th best receiver and Devontae Parker the 27th, with Houston's Brandon Cook in between those two, okay? So we have two wide receivers on this roster right now in the top 32 of the league. And when you have two receivers in the top 32 in the league, that automatically means that there is a team that doesn't have a receiver in the top 32 off rip. And I know that there are multiple teams that might have two receivers on the top 30 32. But that also should leave you to feel really, really good about the Miami Dolphins, albeit they're at the bottom of the 32, being number 25th and 27th. But regardless, if you have two of the top 32 starting wide receivers, and remember, you got receivers on both sides, and we have the top two of the top 32, that is really, really, really good, ladies and gentlemen. Not only that, see, we're not even going to mention the rookie that we bring in, Jalen Waddle, who has the potential to flash and be a star day one. He's not going to be on here because he hadn't proven anything in the NFL yet, but I'm telling you, this is a good look for the Miami Dolphins. Two in the top 32 plus a first pick that you selected at number 6 overall, and Jalen Waddle. We're headed in the right direction. We got the weapons, ladies and gentlemen. So Will Fuller, Devontae Parker leading the way, and with our small weapons, Waddle, Albert Wilson, Preston Williams, we're in a good place for the wide receiver core. I like that. So that's a big ups to the Miami Dolphins having two in the top 32. All right. I'm not going to go into detail about why they rank those guys. I think it's pretty obvious. But they did note that Fuller on the field alongside Jalen Waddle is a scary thought. All right. And I'm here for it. I'm loving every bit of it. All right. Here we go. Incidentally, PFF rated Fuller as the NFL's 4th best deep threat, behind only Kansas City Chiefs' Tyreek Hill, Seattle's DK Metcalf, and the Giants' Kenny Galladay. So not only do we have a really good receiving core who can rival with anyone because we have guys in the top 32, but they ranked Will Fuller, our highest rated receiver, as the number 4th deep threat in the NFL. That's what they went and got him for, to stretch the field, so teams can't load the box. And like they said, with Waddle next to him, it's going to be a scary sight. And no telling what Parker's going to be doing on the backside. Defenses are really going to have to make a lot of decisions. But again, quarterback's going to have to deliver that ball accurately, on time, and right where it needs to be for Will Fuller to be very active this year, all right? So that's another good look at the receiving core for the Miami Dolphins, all right? Now, let's move on. Another position. PFF rated Xavien Howard the number 4 cornerback behind Green Bay's Jair Alexander, Rams' Jalen Ramsey, and Baltimore's Marlon Humphrey. So Xavien Howard is the number 4 cornerback rated by PFF. That's everything combined, ladies and gentlemen. See, it's not just the interceptions. It's the coverage ability. It's the press ability. It's all of those things. Separation, everything. And this is where they rank Xavien Howard, number 4. Number 4 is beautiful. That is beautiful. You have a top 5 corner in the league. I know we're Dolphin fans and we're homers and we all want to continue to wave this flag saying Xavien Howard is the best cornerback in the league. All I'll say in that matter is, thank God that it's arguable. I'm happy that it's arguable. If I'm to be honest, he isn't the best corner in the league, but he definitely is, in my opinion, deserved to be in top 3. They rank him top 4, but I believe that he should be top 3. I think he has the edge over Marlon Humphreys, just my opinion. But Jalen Ramsey is the number 1 corner in the league, in my opinion. And Jair Alexander, I feel like they're right there neck and neck with X, different styles that they play. So that's where I am with it. But 4th in the entire league, that's winning. That's winning, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Now, PFF said Howard is one of the best playmaking corners that the NFL has to offer. Since entering the league in 2016, 18.7% of his targets and coverage have resulted in a pass breakup or interception, leading all cornerbacks who have been targeted at least 150 times over those 5 years. Nice. Now, they also wanted to note Byron Jones, number 16th in the NFL. Now, once again, this is better than our receiving core. When our receiving core, you got Will Fuller at 25, Devontae Parker at number 27. For the corners, you got Xavien Howard at number 4 and Byron Jones at number 16. And the crazy thing about Byron Jones being at 16, PFF noted that even though he's at 16, this was the worst season that he's had in his career. Last year was the worst season that he actually had in his career, and he still landed at 16. So PFF rated Byron Jones 16th among corners. Now, remember, when they talk about corners, when you think about it from a starting standpoint, they're at 64. There are 64 corners in the NFL from a starting standpoint, a right and a left. Okay? 64 guys who are considered to be like starters. When you break that down, anything over actually that's the cutoff, isn't it? He's the last spot of the first quartile in cornerbacks. So both of our cornerbacks are first quartile in the NFL. We have 2 first quartile cornerbacks on our roster. 2. The best of the best. The best of the best. Both of our corners are in the first quartile. And once again, from the receiver standpoint, it's beautiful. And from the corner standpoint, it's even better. Plus, just like the receivers, you got the people behind them. You got young Noah Igbenogany, who a lot of reports have been stating it's the time for his coming out party. I don't know. Now, I know. Let me back up for a second. All of this sounds all good if we can keep Xavien Howard. If we can keep Xavien Howard. All of it sounds good if we can keep Xavien Howard. But, hey, like I said, who knows? Who knows? We'll see how that goes as time goes, all right? All right, now, Mike Gesicki, PFF ranked him the 8th best tight end behind Travis Kelce, George Kittle, Darren Waller, Kyle Pitts. Ooh, they already put a rookie up there. They ranked Kyle Pitts ahead of Gesicki. Hey, I ain't knocking it. I'm going to be honest with you. I can't knock it. He ain't proved nothing yet, but I can't knock it. Dallas, Goddard, and Mark Andrews and TJ Hawkinson. All right. Some will say TJ Hawkinson, Mark Andrews, but again, we're talking about PFF is looking at the full picture. I'm not saying PFF is the most accurate source, but they're looking at the full picture. They're not just looking at Gesicki's catches. They're looking at the blocking. They're looking at the route running. They're looking at everything, the separation. Everything is being considered here. And remember, when we did the stream about 2 weeks ago, I put Gesicki 8th. I had him as somewhere around the 8th best tight end in the league, and it looks like PFF agrees with that assessment. They have him at number 8. But once again, that's a very strong position to be in. And I'm liking key positions that the Miami Dolphins have someone in the top 32 in. 2 receivers, 2 corners, a tight end. I'm loving it right now. I'm loving it. All right. Let's keep it moving. Who else do we have? Let's see here. All right. At linebacker, PFF rates Benardrick McKinney 20th, noting that over his career, McKinney has been a good, very good run defender, able to take on blocks at the point of attack, while holding his own in coverage. He may never become a superstar, but he has been a consistently solid linebacker. That's the real assessment of Benardrick McKinney. That's exactly what I assess him as. Let me tell you something. He's number 20th at the linebacker position. Now, they said linebacker. They didn't say specific. So when you just on average, you got 3 to 4 linebackers depending on the scheme. Let's just go with 3. There are 96 qualifying starting linebackers, and he's number 20th. He's number 20. Another first quartile player. Now, I would love to see one more in the top 32, but we don't have that yet. We don't have that. Hopefully, Jerome Baker, this is his breakout season, and he makes that move. But we don't have that yet. But Benardrick McKinney, which was an addition this year, and I want y'all to notice something about the addition. Will Fuller, the addition, that makes the receiving core better for this year. Haven't seen him with the Dolphins yet. Benardrick McKinney, in addition, ladies and gentlemen, this is what it's about, man. I love it. Benardrick McKinney is going to be a beast this year. He's going to be the difference maker on defense in regards to stopping the run, him and Jalen Phillips. But I'm loving it, guys. All right, let's keep it going. This is the one that I love the most, because this is the one I'm most excited about. All right. Robert Hunt. I am so excited about this one, man. When I read this one, I was excited because they even helped you see the bigger picture. Okay. Robert Hunt was a rookie last year, y'all. And here he is already making the top 32 PFF as an O lineman. But I got to read the details of why they ranked him this high. And y'all are going to fall in love with the reason because it's spot on. Okay? All right. We hear the Dolphins believe Robert Hunt, who is moving from right tackle. Now watch this next line. Because he is moving from right tackle, all right? He's been playing right tackle, but they're going to shift him inside to right guard, presumably. That's what we all believe, and that's what he's already started getting reps at. PFF believes off the bat he can be a Pro Bowl right guard right away. When they shift him inside this year, PFF feels that he can be a Pro Bowl right guard. And tell me who disagrees. We've been somewhat whispering this for quite some time over the last few months, but Robert Hunt is going to be. A part of me wants him to stay outside because he gave really good play and he can grow. But I guess I'll take the Pro Bowl right guard. I guess I'll take the Pro Bowl right guard if Eichenberg can hold it down on the outside. Time will tell. But what I also love is if things do get rough, they could just kick him right back out. All right. A Pro Football Focus already ranks him the 24th best guard in the league going into the season. The man hasn't even played guard yet, but they decided to rank him the 24th best off of straight merit and credit because of how great he was at the tackle position as a rookie. And they know his abilities. He was ranked one of the highest in the league. Let me read the rest of the assessment. Arguably the best of the young offensive linemen the Dolphins have. His PFF, oh my bad. My bad, y'all. I had to hit that timer. Arguably the best of the young offensive linemen the Dolphins have. His PFF run blocking grade last year was an impressive 74 when playing right tackle, and his pass blocking was solid. This is reason to believe Miami has it right with their projection. But the unknown keeps Hunt a little lower than he might prove to be worth. Ranking him number 24th, they feel is low. It has him lower than what he actually might be worth because since he hasn't played it yet, they're cautious about it. But to already get the nod at the guard position, to already be ranked 24th best guard and hasn't played it yet, let's eat. Let's eat, man. This and boy, what a day it would be if he actually does make the Pro Bowl. I mean, if you have any Pro Bowler on your O-line, there's a great chance that your quarterback has some success. There's a great chance your quarterback has some success. So I'm here for it, man. I hope that he does become a Pro Bowler. That would be sweet. Another offensive lineman who made the PFF top 32, but I'm not very impressed with this one. Matt Skura, the 26th best center with this assessment. Okay, he's the 26th best center, but the problem with that is this is a position that is solely by itself. So just like Mike Gesicki, I mean, there are double tight end sets and things like that, but a lot of people go off for the main primary tight end, and he's number 8. But when there's only one center for every team that plays, starts, and you're the 26th best, you're fourth quartile. You're fourth quartile. So we're ranked in the bottom of centers in the NFL right now, and he is expected to be our starter. He did make the top 32, but again, there's only one center. I can see if it was like a guard position, then you base it off of 64 because there are 64 starting guards, but there's only one center. It's just not good. So yeah, we're top 32, but that's not impressive. That's like a quarterback being out of the top on the bottom 16. You're in the second half, bottom of the group. It's just not good. All right. But I'm not even gonna read the mentionables about Skura because it is what it is. But let's keep it moving. All right. The only other Dolphin mention, PFF ranked Tua Tagovailoa 29th among projected starting quarterbacks, ahead of Zach Wilson and Jalen Hurts and Drew Lock. Those are the only ones that he's ahead of. And again, I got to keep it 1,000. Just not good. Not that he's not going to be good, but his ranking right now isn't good. 29th, once again, 1 through 32. It's only one quarterback on the field at a time from a starter standpoint. And you're ranked 29th, almost dead last. So you're at the last quartile in the last quartile of the last quartile, honestly. But it is what it is. We know he's a young quarterback. This is his coming out year. This is his opportunity to change the entire narrative. Too much rumbling around in the NFL about the coaches, the team, the quarterback. Tua Tagovailoa holds so much power in his hands to change so many narratives and brush them off just by balling out. And as a Dolphin fan, that's what we're expecting this year. We're expecting the kid to ball out. We're expecting him to do his thing, to wipe all of these out and make everybody's ratings better and make the whole team as a whole rating better. Now, that's it. That's it. No more players. No more players. And here, and I'll say this before I get out of here. What does make me nervous, they do mention something that I've thought of. Tua was exceptionally conservative last year with only 7 big-time throws all season. That's not the worst thing, but he also had 13 turnover-worthy plays. This is why I like PFF. Again, nobody's going to consider turnover-worthy plays or any of the worthy plays. And what a turnover-worthy play is, you might have threw an interception right in someone's hand and they dropped it. That was turnover-worthy. You might have threw a ball that you shouldn't have thrown in the tight coverage and, all of those type of things. Those are turnover-worthy. They don't count because they didn't happen, but PFF takes all those things into consideration because great play on the other side of the ball, and it's a done deal. And that's why I definitely like PFF. It's not the gospel, but like DDG said, PFF is just a gauge. Ball Game said PFF is a joke. Why you think that, Ball Game? They have their evaluation process, and when you dive into how they evaluate it, I actually like it. I love the fact that they use all type of parameters that everybody wants to ignore. A lot of people want to ignore certain characteristics that make maybe their guy look good that PFF is pointing out. So I don't know. I actually like PFF. Like I said, I don't consider them the gospel, but it is worthy of taking a look and basically doing your own research on the things that they discover and see the validity. And a lot of the things that they've discovered, I go back and I check and I say, you know what, that is something to consider. I'm not going to make that be the biggest factor, but it is something to consider. And like I said, stuff like this. He also had 13 turnover-worthy plays. That's stuff to consider. A lot of people will read it and be like, oh, PFF, whatever. But these are the things to consider. And it's not just for our quarterback. For every quarterback, they're considering these things. But again, the most important thing, it is not the gospel, but it is another form of reference to analytics, stats, and people who are watching the film and giving their thoughts. All right? What did they have to rate Pitts at 5 and he hasn't even played a down? That could be suspect 2 Ball Game, but you know what? I'll actually counter that by saying this. It ain't a lot of great tight ends in the league. And when you have a guy who's coming in with that type of talent already, of course, you want to give him a factor that's already knocked down, but there's things this kid does now just from a raw talent standpoint that are better than the 1 and number 2 and number 3 tight end in the league. He hasn't put it on the field yet, so I wouldn't rank him number 1, 2, or 3, but how many things, I'm curious, like with some of you guys, your evaluation of guys like Kyle Pitts, what are some of the things you feel like Kyle Pitts needs to work on coming into this league? Like he needs to be better at this. He's not good at this. You know, give me an example in the comment section if you have any. What are some of the things that he needs to come in this league and work on that he needs to be better at on this level? I'm just curious. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all gonna have to let me know. Somebody said blocking. I mean, is he a worse blocker than Travis Kelce and the rest of these guys? Route running? Really? Really? We think route running? Really? Or is this a case of route running like everybody needs to work on it? Darren Waller needs to work on it. Travis Kelce needs to work on it. Are you saying it like that, or are you just saying, oh, he's not good at it and he needs to get better to be on those guys' level? I'm just curious. But we'll see. We'll see. I think they took the rawness of his talent and compared it to the rawness of a lot of those guys' talent. And also triple compared it to how what they were projected coming in, and they probably threw him up there. Now, would I have put him in a top 32 list? You know what? I have to say this. You know what? Hold on. Let me backtrack for a second. I don't see nothing wrong with them putting him on the list. Do you have a problem with them putting him on the list or putting him at 5? Let's get that straight now. When you look at the tight ends in the NFL, do you have a problem with them putting him on the list or putting him top 5? Now, if you got a problem with top 5, okay, but putting him on the list as a rookie, no. This is the tight end position. You really think that there are 32 tight ends, even though he didn't play a snap in the league yet, 32 that are better than him coming in without a snap? You done lost your mind. You done lost your mind. I don't care if he ain't played a single snap yet. If you think there are 32 tight ends that, even though he ain't played a single snap, better than him, you're tripping. Don't say a rookie doesn't belong on the list. Don't say that. Where did they put Waddle? He's not a top 32, so I don't know. They only ranked the top 32. Putting him at 5. Okay, that makes sense, putting him at 5. Okay. That makes sense. More like top 18 to 32. Man, I need to go look at the raw list because I can guarantee y'all right now, if I name the number 18 tight end in the league, even though Pitts ain't play a single snap, some of y'all will probably be like, okay, yeah, I'll put him above the number 18. See, that's the point I'm making. We can automatically say he shouldn't be top 5, maybe not even top 10. But if I actually pulled up the list and read the name of the number 18 tight end in this league, some of y'all might backtrack. Well, I guess he's not better than him. I guess I'd give him credit automatically over him. Man. Matter of fact, y'all make me want to do it, man. Top tight ends, NFL, PFF. I'm just curious. Now I got to go to it. Got me curious now. Let's see. Tyler Higbee, Los Angeles Rams. Tyler Higbee. What's your thoughts? Tyler Higbee. How about even Evan Ingram at 19, who was just the first-round pick last year? Somebody said Tyler who? Y'all know who Tyler Higbee is, man. But Evan Ingram, who was picked 5th, who was picked last year. No, not last year. My bad. They picked up his 5th-year option. Please forgive me. I'm like, dang, was he? Thought he'd been in longer. Tyler is okay. But would you put Tyler ahead of Kyle Pitts? See, I ain't asked you if he was okay. I didn't ask you if he was okay or decent like y'all naming. Would you put Kyle Pitts ahead of him? Yes or no in the comment section real quick. Hurry up, y'all. Yes or no in the comment section. Would you put Kyle Pitts ahead of him? Just curious, all right? Some of you may not. Hey, I'm not saying either way. But would you? Pitts should be way ahead of him. Yes. Yes, I would put him ahead of Pitts at the moment if I had a game tomorrow. Okay. Yes. Hell yes. Kyle Pitts, yes. No. He can catch, but not consistent. He drops a lot of passes. Nope. Even Ingram, nah. I don't know because I don't know who Tyler I've seen. But this is my point, though. I get it if you say top 5, maybe even top 10. But at the same token, man, they're looking at raw talent, man. Gerald Everett. Would you put him above Gerald Everett? You see what I'm saying? These are the guys on the list. Mo Ali Cox. I got to be honest with y'all. I don't even know who Mo Ali Cox is. OJ Howard? Jack Doyle? Come on, man. Come on. You see what I'm talking about? All I'm saying is, Ballgame said Higsby is proven, but what has he done lately, bro? That's all I'm saying, man. What do you think about Logan Thomas in Washington? What y'all think about Logan Thomas in Washington? Let me know. What do you think about Logan Thomas in Washington? Raw talent is not a qualifier for top 10. I agree. That's why I said I understand if you say top 5 or top 10. But outside of that, the fact of the matter is he does belong on the list. And at the end of the day, they're going all in. They're going all in. I would have put him around 15. I would have put him around 15, 16, 17, somewhere around there. That's where I would have put Kyle Pitts. But the fact of the matter is he makes the top 32 hands down and hasn't even played a snap in this league yet. They have him at 5. Now he can come into this league and jump all the way up to the top 5. That just means PFF's evaluation was right. And we just didn't want to give him credit off rip. Now remember, this is an evaluation. Kyle Pitts could end up being a bust of all busts. Not likely, but he could. But when they evaluate these tight ends and they look at the raw talent, they base history off of it, they look at his skills, they look at the equivalents in the NFL, they feel that he's number 5. They feel that he's number 5. So I wouldn't have done it so quick because I'm going to prove it first. You got to earn something in this league. But they feel that he's number 5. And time will tell. Because next year, if he's the number 5th, say he is the number 5 next year, right? Year is over, he's the number 5. We're not going to come back and say, oh, I should have never criticized their ranking. This was their assessment. That's why I said it's not the gospel, but it's something to consider. This is their assessment. Only time tells if their assessment is correct. And if it turns out to be correct, a lot of us are going to go right back to, yeah, but a rookie, I'm still not going to put in a. Then you need to understand their assessment a little better. You need to understand why they rank them that way a little better. Why did they see something that I didn't see coming into the season? But again, time will tell. Time will tell, all right? And like I said, do never take it as the gospel, but consider the information. But that's what you have, ladies and gentlemen. That is your Miami Dolphins PFF rankings for top 32 at every position. We got a handful of players. We got Will Fuller. We got Devontae Parker. We got Mike Gesicki. We got Robert Hunt. We got Xavien Howard. We got Byron Jones. And Matt Skura. That is it. We got 7 players in the top 32 at their position on PFF. The only sad thing is 2 of those positions have 2. So technically, we have top players in 5 positions in the league, and there are a lot more positions. So we got to be better. We got to get better in certain areas. We need to make sure those left tackles improve themselves, and because they are improving. I get it. They have to get better. We like for John Holland to come in and do his thing off rip. A lot of that. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But anyway, man, this is TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. I'm going to have some more coming y'all way. If you have any specific topics or subjects that you wanted to discuss, let me know in the comment section, because I'm going to start reviewing the comment section again. We got 4 weeks. 4 weeks of just nothing other than drama. Okay? We got 4 weeks that we're about to embark on, and it ain't full of nothing but drama. 4 weeks of drama. Training camp does not start until July 27th. 4 weeks of nothing but drama. The rumors of this, the rumors of that, the internal issues, the power struggles, and all of the drama. 4 weeks of the drama, and I'm going to do my best to sift through it all and give you what's quality and what's not. But I am going to touch on a few speculative things, because there's certain things worth remembering just in case later in the future it all makes sense. All right. So again, any specific subjects that you want to talk about, let me know in the comment section, and I'll make sure that I do some streams hitting on those. I want to take care of y'all, get some of y'all things answered, and we'll go from there. 5 to 8 weeks minimum to enter top 5, even for Pitts. All right. Top 5. Okay. Clippers is 7. We will. Where would you rank Trevor Lawrence, TD? Trevor Lawrence? Trevor Lawrence? I would probably put him just outside of the top 32. Steven, who's your QB? Oh, you're talking to somebody else. Smith or Waddle? It was Waddle. What's up, TD in chat? Shoot, Kyle Pitts might get better his first snap. Unlikely, but it could happen. Yes, it could. Jamarcus Russell, raw talent. Y'all talking. This is just facts ball game. What ball game said? Can't be ranking players without stats. It's not even credible in my opinion. I don't think this is going off much stats at all. It's going off a raw film of their intangibles and their skills. Again, this is their rankings, and they have everybody have a different ranking. Like when you think about it, if I did a ranking of Tua Tagovailoa, some people may just rank his 9 starts. But they say you can't rank a guy off of 9 starts. Then can we rank something? And if I don't do his 9 starts, I'm also going to be ranking him off of his college film as well. And that's what Flores always says. We don't have a lot, but we have his college tape. He always says that. We don't have a lot on this person, but we have their college tape. He's only played 1 year in the league, in the NFL, but we didn't get a chance to evaluate him much, but we have his college tape. Flores always says that. We have his college tape. We have his college tape. We have enough to give an evaluation on his talent, and we have to actually tap into that and make adjustments and groom it or whatever. So everybody has a different system where they rank. So this website might want to rank just the 9 games of Tua. Another website may want to say, I'm going to take his college plus those 9 games. And another website may want to say, I'm going to throw out the whole NFL experience together and look at his intangibles in college. Everybody has a different system. That's why I don't rank on any of them. I look at them, take what I take from it, leave what I don't want to take from it, and go and put it all together. All right. So that's why I don't knock any specific website platform and their stuff. I remember back in 2 years ago, I was like, oh, PFF full of it. I can't believe that they did this or did that for a certain player. But when I looked up, that certain player was trash that year, and they were right. It ended up being exactly their assessment. I was like, how can you rank this person this way on their 3rd year, and they balled out this year, and collectively over the 3 years, I know you put them that, but look at their trajectory, and the very next year they were trash. Just like PFF said they would be. So it's like I said, that's why I done learned. It's just like the beat writers. I remember when I first started Omar Kelly, I was like, this guy don't know nothing. He just a hater, blah, blah, blah. But then over time, I started to realize he just called it how he see it. And over time, you see if he's right or he's wrong. And a lot of times he's right. And I'm like, you know what? I got to apologize. I actually even sent him a message. Hey, I used to think you were a hater, man, but I appreciate your work. I sent that just because. So that's why I've stopped the just canceling out and just listening to everything and taking what I see has validity, excuse me, and leave the other stuff. All right. Let me see here. Let me pick this up right here. All right. Thank God for Lord Tua. Oh Lord, tank for Tua was the worst thing Miami could have done. Oh Lord, we didn't tank for Tua. Let's go ahead and get that out the way as well. We gotta stop thinking that. All right. But anyway, man, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm out of here. Again, put it in the comment section if you want any specific subjects that you want to go over. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.